Fruit Faces. Thank you for joining me today. There are so many things, literally, that you have to worry about if you're eating meat, if you're a meat eater. And one of the things that is grossly overlooked, especially in the US, is mad cow disease, because very, very rarely does the mainstream media ever talk about it. And honestly, the whole system is actually set up to pretty much discourage us from finding any. I've been studying mad cows since I was early in college, 19 years old or so, and I read some pretty damning articles on it. And I think that was the start of my decline of my meat eating years. But people don't realize that in the United States, they don't even do testing. They do some testing, but they basically do none compared to other countries, that are on it. Japan tests 100%. Europe tests tens of millions of cows. The US actually tests less than 0.5% of cows for a mad cow. Also, there's this idea that it's illegal to serve, blood meal and blood products to the cow. And actually, technically, it is illegal here in the US, but it really isn't stopping anybody. The laws are not being enforced. It's just the way for, these companies that thrive off of animal abuse, basically. They don't want their product, if I could, I would give you quotations here. Their product, they don't want their product to go to waste, which would basically be what would have to happen. So, they just package it up and sell it anyway. And they're getting away with it. It's like this honor system. The thing is that people are like, well, if there's mad cow, then why are we having this big outbreak? And it's like, first of all, we may be. Alzheimer's and other dementia diseases are going up astronomically right now. We've had a rapid Alzheimer's disease incline, 10% in the past 5 years. 10% in the past 5 years. Is that not crazy? I think that's definitely one of the reasons why we should be not eating meat, and one of, the ways in which we can talk to people about it. Let's scare them into eating veggies and stuff, because seriously, this affects all of us. If there's an outbreak, and it spreads efficiently from people to people, then vegans are going to be screwed too. So let's learn our shit, talk to our people about this, and stop eating meat, people. It's not natural. Actually, all of 80% of all diseases in the history of mankind have been animal based, because we were living in close proximity with animals, because we were keeping them, because we were eating them and surviving off of them. People think it's all such a blessing that we've had that food, but it's kind of not. Maybe it's killed more people than it's saved, because even the bubonic plague. And I learned this actually from Dr. Oz. Yeah, Dr. Oz, you can look this up. Dr. Oz says that syphilis, the bubonic plague, tuberculosis, smallpox, and others were all caused by proximity with animals. So if you want to stay healthy, obviously stay away from animals and their shit and their food and all of that. Just live a vegan lifestyle and you won't get any of these crazy diseases, hopefully. And you know what? It's illegal or just highly frowned upon to actually do autopsies on, they don't generally do autopsies on old people, that die. They pretty much know why they die. They don't generally do autopsies anyway. But for dementia, you would think they would want to get in there and figure it out. But actually they don't, because they pretty much know that it's mad cow, that it's prions, and it's going to infect the surgical instruments that they use. And you may be thinking, oh, well, why don't they just sterilize them? Well, it doesn't really work like that when it comes to mad cow. It's not a bacteria, it's not a virus, it's a prion, which is completely different. And it's very hard to kill this organism. And it's also takes a long time. It's hidden in the US right now because nobody's testing for it. And some people may already be dying from it. Usually takes between 20, 30, 40 years for it to actually develop. So we could already be having you could already be infected and not see the effects or even think about the effects for another 40 years or so. So basically, you have, thousands just incubating, and it spreads more efficiently from people to people too. So after people start getting it, more and more and more people are gonna keep on getting it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you learned a little bit about mad cow, and it's definitely something I'd say to research. And let me know if you have any info, have any questions, comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe and stay away from all that meat. Don't forget to eat your fruit, y'all.